Hello, Sagittarius. How are you? Welcome. I hope you are doing very, very well. Sagittarius, let's see. What will your energies be like at this moment so that you can use them to your advantage and be able to see a situation from a new point of view? This reading is general. Take what resonates with you and don't dismiss the message. And it applies to all those who have their sun, ascendant, moon, or Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you can supplement this reading with the readings for your other signs to get a much more personalized horoscope. Let's channel a message. Tell. But looking like a Sagittarius. We see this starts with the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Wands, Justice, the Ace of Pentacles. Well, Sagittarius, there you go. There's good news, right? We see here there's quite a lot of joy and pleasure over something that has manifested, right? Like a wish come true. This is like that justice has been served in this situation. This situation, pay attention because it could be very closely related to financial matters or work-related issues. I feel that many of you may be starting a new job, or in some cases, there could be a promotion here where, of course, there's a higher salary. There are other types of responsibilities. There are new steps here, but there are also new goals in your life, right? I feel like your work world is somehow being reorganized, right? There's an issue of balance there. And I feel like this is what you were really looking for, right? It's what you were dreaming of, what you were longing for. I mean, yes, having this job, getting this promotion, this new beginning. Like you wanted to start this new chapter. They're probably making new decisions. In some cases, for some Sagittarians who work independently, who work on their personal projects, there could also be some new steps there, right? Things you hadn't done before that now you do. I feel there's creativity, there's passion. There's also courage to carry out ideas that you hadn't done before, right? It's like you've already studied it and made your decision. I get the feeling that the ideas you're starting to implement right now are ideas you've already been studying and analyzing beforehand. For some reason, this hadn't been carried out before. That's why we see that you've made the decision at this moment, right? It's like this has been the perfect moment to start, to launch that brand, to launch that project, to open that business, or to start that new job. Okay, enjoy. Enjoy what's starting in your life. Enjoy what's beginning to emerge. Let's see what else we have, where this reading is going. Sagittarius, overall energy. Energía general y disponible. Here you have death. We have the Seven of Swords here. And we have the Three of Wands, the High Priestess. All right. Notice that Sagittarius, and I feel like this has been the end. We've talked about postponing an idea, postponing a decision, probably with this job, this project. It could be that this had been delayed a little longer than expected, right? It's like when you plan to start something, you say you're going to do it on a certain day, and you don't, and you keep postponing the decision, right? And that's how time keeps passing by. I feel like you're going through quite a few moments. I see you're pretty introspective, but there's something you've discovered, there's something you've seen inside yourself. And maybe it has to do with this, right? With what it is, how you react when you have the chance to start something new, right? Whether it's a project, and to do it, right? Not to postpone it, not to avoid the decision. Because sometimes when you take things with this energy, the Seven of Swords, it's like, no, I won't do it right now because I don't know. Over time, it's going to take up a lot of my time. I'll have less free time, right? So you start to postpone things. You don't do them, or you just leave things for later. Maybe you've analyzed this situation. Deep down, you've already made the decision, right? That's why now you see it. You see it as something bigger. You see it clearly. I want this future for myself. I want this new horizon. So, what do you need to start deciding now in order to bring that new horizon into your life? What is ending and what is being cut off here has to do with that tendency, right? To avoid that tendency to let opportunities pass by, or key moments in your life that can bring you a lot of abundance and personal growth. You're probably going through a change and a very important transformation, especially in terms of your vision, your outlook on life, of what you're starting to choose for your future. And also working a lot on what's inside you, on what you've been keeping inside, but above all, on what you've been avoiding, the decisions that have been postponed. Surely, the time you're entering right now is a time for more proactive decisions, isn't it? I decide this and I act. I decide this and I do it and I move forward. Mm. Let's see what else we have. Sagittarius. General energy available. Let's take from here 3 more cards. You have the Page of Pentacles over here. We have the Devil, the Hermit, and the Ace of Pentacles. Right. There's no doubt that this new phase, physical, no, material, work related, is already here for you, right? The opportunity to move forward with this project, right? But above all, also to lose this, right? To lose your fears, to lose the fear of new things, to transform that fear into personal power, and bring that personal power to your project, because that's the way you'll be able to move it forward, right? I feel that before making this decision, you have done some inner work, or you have been doing some very deep work with some insecurities, maybe, or attachments to the past or to what's safe, and moving forward, right? Moving forward towards something new, okay? There are 2 situations that go hand in hand, not just the internal questioning, the introspection, what you start to discover inside yourself. On a level, on a personal level, what has been limited for you? What has limited your growth? And how, out of fear, you've sometimes avoided making a decision. This is changing drastically right now. That's why we see the break there, right? The break, the transformation, and the rebirth into a new stage. Into a new stage in material things, in finances, in projects, in your new goals, in your ambitions as well. And with the ideas that you'll start moving forward with, I feel, right? There's no need to rush here. There's no need to be impulsive with decisions, but rather to be wise, right? To move forward slowly with wisdom. And as you progress in this new job or personal financial project, yes, things will start to appear. These challenges which I sometimes call shadow tests. And if there is a shadow test, it's because the reward is probably really important. The prize is very big. Take it that way. You have that wisdom and those tools to be able to decipher these tests, right? And to keep moving forward, right? On this new path that you have chosen to build at this moment. That's why, Sagittarius, go ahead, don't postpone that idea. No, don't avoid picking up that idea again. Start your project in the work area. If you've had a project on hold, launch it now. Don't wait. Or even start that job, even if sometimes it brings a bit of fear, right? Or insecurity, right? It's the challenge of overcoming all of this a little bit. Mm. Let's see. Sagittarius, what do we have in the oracle? Now for your guidance. Let's move here. Let's take this one. Or I mean, Sagittarius, you have here the Arcanum number 72. This is purification. Sagittarius, with this energy, you are purging yourselves, right? You are cleansing yourselves. Notice how your aura is being cleansed of heavy energies, negative thoughts or emotions. And if you are purifying yourself, it's because you are about to enter a new stage, right? With a different vibe, a new frequency. Take it as a moment of transition, a moment of cleansing, of detoxification as well. Also, dear Sagittarius, this is what we have seen for all of you in terms of overall energy available to you. Have a beautiful day, everyone, and I'll see you here next time.